Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the TXG Valorant Circuit 2026 Grand Finale. My name is Fully Mystical, and here with me in the commentary box, I've got my main man, Diggsy, as the color caster, as the man who knows all the analytics. He is the smartest man in the room, you can tell by his glasses. How are you, Diggsy?
I'm doing well, and I'm doing swell. We had like 14 teams that entered the circuit with a dream, and now we only two remain. And it may have been Valentine's Day yesterday, but inside the server, there's no love to be found, and it's all just shots and pure crossfires and lobbies, and it's all out war. I'm excited for
that. That is absolute buzz. Today, for this wonderful grand finale, we have Bow's Little Buns facing off against Bonkers. Buns beating Bandits Fury 2-0 and Bonkers winning 2-1 against E-King. Based off the previous results, Diggsy, how do you think this is going to go? Do you think we're just going to see a 2-0 thrashing, or do you think we're going to be fighting down to the very end?
It pretty much is deja vu currently for this month of February. Of kind of like a history repeating itself type of scenario. During January's grand finals, Bow's Little Buns was up against a team called the Arrestables, but which most of these players are currently in the same Bonkers team pretty much. So we're in that matchup, Bow's Little Buns managed to get the edge on that squad too well. So, but new month and possibly like new teams as well. This time in pretty much the what I would call the OG E-Kings, aka the former OCE champions, representing us in VCL. And again, if it's chemistry wise, I think Bow's Little Buns might be in a bit of a fight here. We'll have to see if they can recapture that win that they captured last month, or will the champs arise type scenario, you know?
That's very, very true. Now, is there any special players that we need to be looking at?
First of all, welcome back to OCE Minimize after having taking your time off of Motive Esports up there in Singapore. It's gonna be a interesting shape or form to see him again play in the OCE server. And I know it's a bit of a task to just play it with a little bit of ping difference back in another region, essentially. But definitely one of the players that we're currently looking for. In the meantime, I believe on the side of Bow's Little Buns, there's a lot of standouts at the moment for me, but you can just never go wrong with both either Bow and Ona. Both are have been I guess like standout players for me ever since probably most likely last year. And yeah, can't wait to see this like a huge head-to-head combo that we currently have at the moment.
Perfect. And we can see the map vetoes and map selections down below. We've got Haven as Buns pick, they're starting defense. Bind as Bonk picks, starting defense. And if we decide to go to a third round, Abyss. And all of them pretty attacking favored maps, you know, and like not so much like hiding around corners and waiting for people to come by. It's very much face-to-face combat. So these teams are going to be really tested on their ability to quickly enter, and I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Do you want to help me out here, Diggsy? Quickly enter and just win.
Yeah, pretty much close enough in what you're currently having. Both of these maps, especially in the first two maps, is definitely one of those scenarios where they have been out since launch. So a bit of variety has now been put in and injected in towards the meta, especially on Haven, and mostly like in Bind. Attack heavy, as you said. Just to get off of that, it's just how you execute, and it'll all depend on, especially on Haven, a lot of mainly if I'm gonna go based off like the competitive ranked experience, a lot of it will have to depend on where your first blood is going to be happening, and you go off of that info. But and at the end of the day, tactics is just tactics, and it all just depends on like who is more locked in with these with more of these teams as well. And as we head in towards our agent select, and I'm currently getting my eyes on. We already got like Iceman and Adderall on Neon, Bonobo on Yoru as well, and Buttercup already locking in that chamber.
Yeah, I'm a Yoru main whenever I play, but the thing is, I am a solid silver player, so I cannot relate to these levels of skill at all. I might learn a few things from these lads, but it seems that two duelists on one side, they're going for a very balanced pick right now. I'm noticing that they're not going like the 4 duelists that I see anytime I play quick play. It is more strategy than anything, lineups and communication is a really big part of this.
Yeah, it definitely makes a lot of sense too. Currently looking at, we'll stick on towards like Bonkers or what they have first, since they're going to be starting on attack here. And Minimize definitely in his pocket initiator on towards that Sova. Lou's going to be on that Iora as well, and Neon's going to be picked up by Kadiri. Not what I'm currently used to seeing him. Currently just like pretty much used to seeing him on towards that Cypher on that Sentinel role. It's going to be a huge step up for him to be put on towards that Neon role. But I'm currently excited for that as well. We also have the supporting cast of the Soda Still as well on towards that Omen. Meanwhile, on the Bun side as well, they currently are opting towards the same similar comp as well.
All right, well, we are just getting in now. The players are getting ready. 42 seconds. Well, that's what it just says there, but I'm not seeing a timer countdown, so we might just be getting ready, getting sorted. The players are getting the nerves out, just running around. Neon just on Adderall, as we can see. All right, but I am ready for a lovely, lovely, lovely game today. Are you ready for a lovely, lovely game today, Diggsy?
Yep, I'm currently very excited, and we're currently just going to be again, this is the grand finals, and for just for a bit of an insight towards the audience perspective as well, Bonkers just completed a semifinal match of their own, and I'm currently just having my eyes set on them, because having very like just getting out from a very very intense semifinals. If you go have a look at the VLR, you'll be able to see towards the final match, and it was a doozy. Definitely winning it with a 2-1 is not an easy feat, and let alone have a little bit of a break, like a 30-minute break for Bonkers. It's going to be down to how their stamina is currently doing. Well, hopefully we get to see some good old Valorant for you to cast Mystical. I'm hoping that you are as excited as I am.
May I cannot contain my excitement today. And we are 20 seconds away from the first round of the TXG Valorant Circuit 2026 grand finale. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be some of the best Valorant games that you're going to see ever. That's what I'm calling right now.
Currently already see a lot of the defensive side pushing towards mid side as well. A lot of shots going towards Garage as well, and now we see Minimize putting down Buttercup as well.
Yeah, Kadiri taking out Peaceful Bonobo, but Bao getting some revenge for his teammate. Bao with the 2K, taking out Minimize. It is a very C-heavy fight, but we do still have one more player coming in. Iceman right behind Smoke. 4 HP, that's going to be a bit of a doozy. And a team ace starting off nicely for the attackers. You can't complain with a quick game like that, can you?
Yeah, really huge pistol fights there, being forced up as well by Bonkers, and again, it was just down to a lot of how quick the rotate were, or how they were able to be very prepared on how the defense like just reacted in regards to it. So really huge slots there being produced by Bonkers. We're gonna have to see if if they're gonna be having a lot of impact and towards this upgrade and towards the second round. Buttercup already starting to pick up fight.
Ooh,
on towards C side. Kadiri really quick with it too.
Yeah, you can't stop a Neon when they start sliding. It is impossible. Minimize and Iceman, the two Sovas going one-on-one down in the basement area. Minimize does manage to take him out.
Out of charges.
The attackers having kind of a field day so far. There it goes again. Adderall getting taken out of the game, but Bao getting a quick little elimination to try and bring his team back into the round. Distilled planting the spike now on A. We've got a 3v2. Wait, is it a 3 or 4v2? I cannot see. 4. I'm done. I'm dense. Buns is going to really have to, as the kids say nowadays, lock in to be able to take this round away for them. But it seems like they're just going to be chilling at B because, you know, they might want to save that ghost that they're holding, or just waiting for the perfect moment to run on in.
Yeah, I believe the aim in here will most likely have to like die towards the spike, but we'll have to see if it goes through well for them here. If they'll be, or will they be victims to exit frags in general? But yep, they do have that, and that will be another round going in towards the side of Bonkers once again. But again, now it's the gun rounds here. It's going to be the gun rounds here for Bowser Buns. We'll have to see with that huge upgrade. We're already seeing a lot, like Odin being picked up here by Iceman. It's going to be interesting on how this attacker side is going to be taking on this bonus.
Yeah, Bonkers might be having a little bit of a advantage at the moment based on the fact that they did just come out of a semi-final. Lou on Iceman with the Marshall. That is a quick elimination. That is not really what you want to see at the very start of the game, especially when you're 2-0 down. Yes, but it seems that both teams have decided to start taking their time a little more, going slowly down the C long. Bonobo waiting right there in the corner for the Yoru duplicate to just walk by, but I feel like they know that they are both there.
All right,
go around the corner, and it's Buttercup and Bonobo taking them out quickly, and I'm hoping painfully. That was a good play from them. Good play from them. They kept their shape. But didn't check their
enemy remaining.
Adderall with the 2K, 2 headshots in a row. Buns now on a decent advantage, going 3-1. But Distilled, the sneak play, managing to get a plant spike, perhaps.
Planted.
Yep, he does manage to before the Omen comes out of garage, hiding inside his own shadow. Doesn't know which side to go, and that's just how it's gonna go. Bao manages to get the final elimination just to put Bonk to bed for round 3. Bonobo and Bao are playing pretty well so far in the first 3 rounds of the game. They're leaving the spike diffuser a little late, guys. You might want to do that.
It's a lot of gun hunting currently for Bao. It's seeing like how they would be able to just like pick on what they got. They got
there
the
we
Odin.
go.
They're saving the Odin. And yeah, it was gonna be an interesting one for Bowser the Button, how they will want to do it out. You did have Lou and Kadiri just being picked off and towards that garage side after having like a huge impact there with that swing from Bonobo and Buttercup coming in towards long side as well. They just got 2 free off the bat, and unfortunately they I guess the two-sided list of Bonkers was not able to
Iceman,
go in quick
Odin
enough.
play.
Iceman though does pick up Kadiri.
The Odin play from Iceman, I wasn't expecting something like that to happen straight off the bat, especially with an Odin. But alright. But Bonk is taking. I've started to notice that since the first round, they're starting to take their time more on their attacks, taking it a little slower to get ready. But Iceman sitting up in heaven. Oh, shot maybe just a little too early. Very, very slow gameplay. They're not wanting to go in too quickly because they're realizing how close this is now. Oh, Adderall. The B sneak by and now running directly over to A like they weren't even in B. Distilled once again being able to plant pretty uncontestedly. Lou taking out Adderall. Very good shots. Iceman with the wall bang on minimize. Lou on wow. Iceman again. And then Distilled with 2 eliminations on Bonobo and Iceman. But Buttercup is here to save the day for Buns to bring them to level terms. That was a very, very fast end game. It was a slow start, but then quick finish.
Yeah, very noticeable as well, especially with that post-point scenario that just popped up, as you just witnessed. Unfortunately for Distilled, after getting almost getting a clutch there, it was just pretty much trying to find out where Buttercup is coming from. Unfortunately, just started to pick up towards spawn side, again catching Distilled off guard, and was not able to just capitalize on just being in pretty much essentially on a roll of that round. But we'll have to see. Everything's now on an even playing field. Iceman starts to spam the wall towards mid side just to get maybe a few shots in. Give him a warning that mid is not the site to be crossed here, but we'll see on how attacker side of Bonkers tries to pick it up.
There is only one person standing at A. It is only Yoru right now, Peaceful Bonobo. They might be having a hard time because Buns is going to have to rotate quickly. Distilled getting an early plant maybe. Never mind. No, Iceman. Oh. Managing to get a hit off, maybe another one as well.
Spike planted.
Yeah, managed to hit Lou pretty hard with that ult. But now that they're all here because he was not able to plant while that was going off.
Shock dart.
Wanting to maybe get some quick damage. Not letting him get the teleport through either. Buttercup standing up top in heaven. Maybe wanting to get a couple quick shots down below. Matt misses the headshot. Lou and Distill taking out Buttercup and Bonobo. Adderall, Theory, minimize. Adderall on a 3K now though. Iceman, and that is round 5 done. Adderall managing to pop off a bit at near the end there with a nice little 3K. And Buns are now in the lead for the first time on this map.
Yeah, gotta love the flex play there and towards that that air horn. We gotta love that every single time that comes up. One of my favorite flexes in game. But again, in the end, it's gonna be Bao's Little Buns starting to get shape of form of what they were in the January Grand Finals here with that triple defuse lead. They're already in a 3-round win streak so far. But it's going to be down to how Bonkers clutches set up. It is going to be a battle, however. And it's also a full send towards A side as well in this gun round. Everyone's kitted out from rifles to shields. And it's going to be down to Buttercup on how they're going to be prepping up towards A short. Droning in towards A side as well.
Noticing that no one is standing there, so they might have just an area for a free plant. Yeah, no one's around. Buttercup, though, about to turn that corner onto Kadiri. But no, they're going to take their time. No one's rushing in. No one wants to get eliminated too early. A bit of an Odin spray from the Iceman. Ooh, heaven play. And it's Buttercup getting the first elimination of round 6 onto... I don't know how to pronounce his name. Minimize on Bonobo and Lou on Buttercup. Bonk now in a priority lead. Distilled taking out Adderall, the 3K man last round. He is low himself. Iceman and Bao having to run back, but never mind. Bao managing to get a quick elimination, but I'm not sure whether he's going to be able to get the defuse. No, he is taking the time and running away just to save. It is going to be another round for Bonk to bring it even. And no one dies to the explosion. They all manage to save.
Well, it's a really huge one there for the side of Bonkers, managing to even it out for the first time. I think for the first time in this game so far, they managed to get a good post-plant scenario working in towards their favor. Already picking like the right angles and picking the right executes. I think really huge I guess a huge moment there for Buttercup as well, just deciding to just reconvene and just like group up and see if they could the whole team from that round will be able to go forward. But we now have Dimensional Drift getting in towards Garage side as well, where Buttercup currently is posted, and it's going to be a dangerous spot here if it's going to be Seaside execute.
Ooh. Yeah, it's going. I think they're going to do a full D-rush. Kadiri, exactly two eliminations on Bao and Buttercup, and Yao on Bonobo, Iceman on Yao, Lu on Iceman. It is a 1v4 for Adderall. Can they clutch up today? Quick angle maybe on Kadiri. Able to slide by, but no, just still takes them out. Bonk is back in the lead. Round 8. Very good round from them, I will say. They answered very quickly. Like I like their strategy beforehand. They, you know, went A a couple of times. Then Bun started protecting A a bit more. They had 3 people on A, and then they went down the garage area. Just completely took them by surprise, and Adderall was too slow to come back into the fight. So it just turned into a 4v1 from there and easy pickings.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can already see like the Dimensional Drift to start it off with. Really working for Lu there and just capitalizing on it, and Kadiri with double kill on towards that slides. Really worked for them last round, but now it's just going to be a different scenario now. And trying to push up towards the mid this time looks like Bowser Buns are going to be very well prepped for it with the amount of manpower they currently have on this side. And now it's going to be gunshots galore there.
Adderall takes some damage at the start of the round. Adderall does take some damage at the start of the round, and Buttercup takes the first elimination. Lu on Iceman again, and Bao getting revenge for his teammates pretty much immediately after. Oh, all right. Ikana on Buttercup. The quick headshot down the lane. Distilled getting another plant. It is a race against time for Buns. They do have. It is pretty even, 3-3 on a player on who is alive right now. The Omen taking some time to teleport into a new area. Distilled taking out Adderall. Bao on Distilled. Ikana and Minimize finishing off Buns and getting a good round win there. Yeah, I'm starting to like Bonk's strategy right now. It is a 3 wins in a row for Bonk, just doing what Buns did not too long ago, 3 rounds ago. I'm noticing that Omens have a lot to do during play. You know, the smokes really make or break an attack or defense. Have you noticed that, Diggsy?
Yeah, a lot of like the smokes that have been like covered so far, giving them a lot of space and a lot of advantages coming in, and to be able to just like be able to filter out where they're going to be attacking, or just a lot of space being covered for at least like a vision blocker, just to give you that safety net if you're an attacker and in defense. But here we are, Iceman already ripping at the Hunter's Fury, trying to pick out anybody, but no one's getting picked out so far. Maybe Minimize with that, so their amount of HP being chunked out. Ooh. But Ikana does find Onob in that end.
All right, that is an unfortunate loss there for Buns. Buttercup being a pretty decent player for them so far.
Spike planted.
And now it is a C plant, but they are peaceful Bonobo and taking out Minimize, but Lu getting its quick 2 on Bao and Iceman.
One enemy
but in Garage, Ikana, one left. And it is Peaceful Bonobo getting taken out by Kadiri. It is another win for Bonk. It's only 2 rounds left till half. This could be a very interesting turn of events. Bonk might be able to come on by after a pretty intense semifinals to win the whole thing if the rest of the tournament goes the way that they have the momentum is what I'm trying to say. They're carrying a lot of momentum from their semifinal win.
Yeah, but definitely a lot. And Lewis currently showing a lot of color as well. Currently rocking an outlaw at the moment. It's gonna be down to who gets first blood first. Ikana saw a bit of someone going towards that B side, but again, it's going to be just a full gas on towards C site now. But again, Ikana does have the positional advantage here. If someone goes through spawn, Iceman is in a bit of a danger
Iceman
here.
might, never mind.
Ikana just manages to get the timing.
Yeah, but what I'm noticing right now is that Buns is a lot more prepared for a fight here on C. Oh, but Ikana. Iceman didn't check his corners. Ikana, Lu, and Kadiri all getting onto the kill sheet.
One enemy remaining.
Lu on Bonobo, but Bao just taking out Minimize real quickly. Not a lot he can do though, Distilled finishing him off. Wow. That is a really good round actually. They played it very safe, but still pretty aggressive. They held their corners, and they pushed forward. You know? Do you get what I'm trying to say there, Dixie? They did held their corners, but still pushing forward to be able to take the fight to Buns, even though they're, you know... Yeah.
It was going to be one of those cases where they've already been prepped for that post-ban scenario. Buns did have a good plan on where how they're going to be executing it. Unfortunately, it's just that flex from Ikana that manages to get it done for them as well. Minimize, starting it off with a kill towards Bao, taking it up for V5 straight away.
Oh, Iceman, the Odin play, but Distilled taking him out before he can get his ego too big. To Minimize, planting the spike, another A play for them. Distilled with a nice wallbang headshot onto Peaceful Bonobo. Seems that Buns cannot get a break at the moment in this first half of first map. And they are taking their time just to move back. I think they're wanting to maybe save this round because they know that their position is a bit too much for them. And just, you know, gonna let this round go. Yep, it is too late.
Yeah, it's gonna be a save here for the operator as well. It's gonna be one for Adderall, aka ActiveX, to save the Vandal as well, but it might have to be going in for a bit of an extra frag scenario coming through if the rest of Bonkers commits, but I don't think that's gonna be the case.
Last round before the switch.
All right, last round before the halftime switch. Yeah, let's check out a replay on that round. Yeah, Iceman with the Odin play, but then Distilled and the rest of the Bonk team sliding through just to go into a 6-round win streak.
Yeah, definitely. It's just been working well so far here and towards Bonkers. That chemistry from being just representing Ascension pretty much. It's pretty much gonna be a last round.
Very
everyone
quick
pick an
start.
Operator.
Yeah, three operator kills in the first 30 seconds pretty much. Wow, okay. It is a 3v3. Going for another A push, but Bao is there waiting. Does have a nice view right onto there, and I feel like if they come through, yep, he sees that they're there. Oh wait, he had his smoke menu up, taking out Lu Bao. A nice elimination for him to get things started for the end game. Distilled with a slow turnaround. Oh, but doesn't check his corners. Bonobo getting another elimination. Kadiri. Oh, a nice little flick, but it is Bao that does get the 3K and does bring it back to a you know, a 4-8 difference before the half. That was a good round. Avoiding
Switching
the 9-3
sides.
curse. So Bonk might have faked that game out just to let them win to get rid of the curse. But nah, either way, still a very good round from Bonk. The 2 operator kills immediately as the round started. But Buns being able just to come back really quickly after a decent bit of teamwork.
Bonkers really just like giving it to him with those operator shots as well. I thought it was going to be going well for them on their end, but unfortunately not going to be a lot. Not going to be a lot to get them like going towards the end of the round. Unfortunately, Basil and Buns managed to get that end at the end, but right now it's going to be a huge switch. Now it's going to be Bonkers. Now going in towards the defensive side, and again, 4-8, not a bad start for Bonkers to take out map 1, if that's what the plan is. Now going to be down to Bowser and Buns on how they would want to play this all out. Not a lot of skirmishes to happen on towards this pistol round as well. We did see Iceman get chunked down with that amount of HP remaining. It's going to be huge.
Minimize and Adderall at a stalemate here, not knowing that either of them is standing there, but... Oh, shoot! Oh my god! Minimize! Almost fluking it! Oh, but Buns, Bao, manages to make it even on 4v4 after that, but Iceman shooting through the smoke onto the distilled Kadiri on Bonobo, Iceman on Lu, and Bao on Kadiri. It is a Buns
Spike planted.
half show. Only a Kana left for the Bonk team. Gonna have to play it pretty slowly. Oh, but the Chamber does spot him. And it is going to be Ikana taking away that elimination. Will he have time to run through and get another couple of eliminations? Does manage to get a really nice hit on Bao. This is playing for pride at this point, making sure whether he can get the last 2 eliminations. I feel like he knows where most people are.
Taken out.
Nope. Camera is gone. He does not see, and it is Bao finishing it off. A nice little 3K to bring Buns into 3 rounds behind.
Act on my intel. Don't give them time to reposition.
It's a really huge one there as well. It was just going to be down to Ikana. Unfortunately, that skirmish towards the final end was the one that gets them down. You can already see Minimize just
taking his time,
taking its time, like just having like the patience for it, because it was only just the neon that's showing up so far. Could have been a fake, but just waiting for the rest of the squad just in case. It was a good one by Minimize, but ended up with some really interesting shots there, but managed to get one in the end. But unfortunately, it was not going to be a Bonkers pistol round here. But round 2 might change it for them. We'll have to see Minimize taking down Buttercup straight away.
I don't even know what happened there. I could not see. But Minimize doing a nice little sneak play onto Buttercup for the first elimination of round 14. A lot slower here. You notice that the pistol rounds are normally the most intense because they're like, we don't have anything to lose. It's all equal skill. So, but now Buns having the very clear weapon and ability advantage with shields. So this might just be an all-out round for Buns. Hopefully Bonk can get back into it and continue their winning streak so far. Bit of a slow play from Buns here, taking their time, making sure to scout out the area first before they run straight in. But it is Bao taking out Akana first. The defensive side. Oh, and Bao again onto Lu, and Adderall onto Distilled. Minimize taking out Adderall, but it is a 3v2. Buns side. Iceman taking a couple of hits. Oh, but Kadiri on Iceman, but Bao again on Kadiri.
Last player standing.
Oh, but it is going to be another round for Buns. Peaceful Bonobo getting the final elimination of the round. Very good round. I would say it's an equal round for both teams. You know, Bonk is at a weapon disadvantage, still managing to bring it down to a 1v1. Yeah, which is very surprising. Normally in those kind of rounds, you see a blowout of just the team with the better guns going just sweeping through.
I'm gonna be down towards that bonus round now. and how they would want to pull it all off, but first round just ended it for them by the looks of things. We'll have to see on how Bao's Little Buns picks it back up. A lot towards the defensive side, or to kid it out with the guns that they have as well. Lu is just not letting that outlaw go, and very confident with that weapon. Paranoia coming in through as well for the C side, but it is going to be a ruse. Everyone's going towards a side now, but Bao's Little Buns still not sticking to a lot of
this is going to be a dangerous
play
here for Ikana. Oh my god. An absolute just... Wow, Ikana shot dead in Detroit right there. Just could not take the pain. Bonobo taking out Distilled. Minimize on Bonobo. It is time for the end game. Bao onto Minimize. Again, the decoy and the flash from Lu. Oh, not able to take out Adderall though, and it's another round for Buns. Yet again, it seems that this second half, they are making it their half. Now on a 4-round winning streak, may be able to bring it equal onto Bonk for a very, very intense first map.
Again, he's making it almost making it harder here for Bonkers to actually just get like a decent defensive round in, and now currently with the buys that they currently have, they only just started to just like pick up bandits for bandits and sheriffs now for the side of Bonkers to maybe hopefully just like equalize whatever they currently have towards their economy. But right now it's just Bao's Little Buns currently just rocking with everything that they currently have towards this attack side. They currently just run down the clock for real quick, just as barriers go down, but it's going to be down to the picks here for Kadiri. Starting to just like gather a lot of info towards a side.
Oh! Very nice
as
flick
well
there from Kadiri, making sure that there's no one else there onto Bonobo. Rest in peace, my friend. That we do have 2 ults available. Bao and Minimize have their ults, so we might be able to see those come into play here. But it is going to be another bit of a sneaky entrance with Buns, but Adderall getting a couple shots through, not hitting anyone yet, but I'm pretty sure that's going to change very soon. Lu on the side getting hit by that stun, but nothing happens from there. Oh, Lu with the... Oh! Buttercup, Adderall, and Buttercup again for a nice little 3 eliminations.
1 enemy remaining.
Oh! Iceman being taken out. Iceman taking out Ikana, sorry, and Buttercup finishing up the job on Minimize. It is now 8-8. I did not expect this to happen when the half started, but it seems that Bonk haven't really focused on their defensive game as much as their attacking game.
Yeah, Bonkers have just been playing Haven very attack-sided, and it's just been working well for them as well. But now it's going to be down to how they play this half as well. They were as in such a huge lead before, but again, it seems like a timeout needs to be called in here somehow of some sort if you're losing that amount of rounds. But then again, I'm not part of these teams to actually call what they would want to do internally. Bao is going to be blinded as they go towards the teleport.
Oh, Distilled and Bonobo trading some lives. Bao on Kadiri, Bonobo on Ikana, Minimize, getting revenge for his teammate, and a wall bang. Very quick. Oh, Lu on Buttercup, Iceman on Minimize. And Iceman again on Lu. It is another win for Buzz, going 9-8 and being in the lead for the first time in 6 rounds.
It was as messy as it could be, but in the end, Bao's Little Buns manages to claw it all through. Wall bangs galore, shots getting left, right, and center fired, and it was bound to be an operator shot that did not find its mark for Lu that sealed it off in at the end. But again, just very fast towards the end there and towards that execute towards that B side. So that's what we usually expect when you're committing in towards the mid sides. But Huntress 3 is gonna be ripped up, and Kadiri finds one for the overdrive on Buttercup.
Oh, Kadiri with the ult taking out Bonobo, but not able to follow it through on the Neon clone Adderall. And it seems after that initial burst of energy, both teams have decided saying, hey, let's calm down a little bit and just chill, you know, have a cup of tea.
I'll handle this.
Oh, but we do have Lou taking the first move with the ult, getting some comms, marking out where everyone is. Ooh, Val on a nice elimination on Akana. Didn't really expect that elimination to be there, but you know, I'm not really complaining. Buns is kind of at a disadvantage here. They don't really have much space to work with. I feel like they're too worried that something might happen at C.
30 seconds left.
Oh, he's going onto the top and not being spotted by Distilled, but went back immediately. Oh, and there it is. Bow taking out Distilled. Oh, an Adderall with the slide Vandal headshot going in to plant the spike and keep their round alive. Minimize now the only hope for Bonk to maybe get back into this so far. Having to run through the smoke, but the smoke just goes away, so he doesn't have any protection. Oh, Minimize, one kill, but no, it is Adderall bringing Buns to the first double digits of the grand final, 10-8. Wow, what a round for Adderall right there. That was, and yeah, let's get a replay of this round. There it is, Kadiri, 2 eliminations with the ult, but not able to do anything after being eliminated by Adderall. Bow with a nice elimination, Distilled, and oh, that elimination right there. Adderall. What a round for him.
Yeah. I kind of felt bad for Tasoy out there. It was just as soon as they took their eyes off the scope and they took their eyes off the angle, then that's when the rest of the Bow's Little Buns squad just starts swinging on towards them and getting a pick on towards that C side. I gotta feel bad for them. And then it was just, in the end, it was just gonna be down to Minimize just picking up all the kills that they could get. It went from like an easy 4v3 towards just like a 1v3 now, but Bowser Buns already just 3 rounds away from taking map 1 in their favor. It's going to be down to this execute.
Oh, Kadiri
Kadiri says no.
Kadiri eliminating Adderall right there. Distilled taking out Buttercup. Buns is on a bit of a backhand starting this off. Bao though managing to bring the score maybe a little bit more even here. Ooh, that was a nice teleport for a little bit of info. But a 3v4. Oh, Minimize the sneak play on Bao. That is just unfortunate right there. Bonobo and Iceman having to lock in again for another round to maybe
30 seconds left.
bring this to an 11-8 because they're so close to winning the first map. This might end on time here. Who knows if they have enough time to finish off. Distilled on Bonobo. And Iceman on Lou, or maybe taking the corner. No, it is Akana with the final elimination. Bonk's first round win this half.
Oh, it felt like years at this point, but eventually Bonkers finally getting a defensive win here after pretty much getting eliminated in
7 rounds.
Like with the skin of their teeth too.
7 rounds Buns was winning by, and it was really something. 7 rounds in a row, but hopefully Bonk can take the momentum from that last game. They played really well, you know, managing to keep their shots on target this time.
Let's play.
But it does look like a full C push perhaps for Buns. They are not, they're not slowing down. But the thing is, Bonk does have a lot of players here on C. So this could be a very closely fought match. Adderall making sure that they're not gonna get flanked, and might start rotating onto B site, or maybe even taking the long way onto A.
It's gonna be tricky still, but nothing's being pushed up so far by Buns just yet, and mainly because Bonkers really solid on how they want to do it all out. They just have to keep info up, not pushing as much as they could, not overcommitting. Kadiri know that
Oh,
it's
ooh.
going to be the op. It's
Through
going to be
the
sniper
legs
shots up towards C, and they now know how many people are currently going to be pushing it towards that side. But the rest of Bao's little buns currently stuck up towards C site now. Not going in towards garage. It's going to be a
30 seconds
long
left.
trip here. Lou needs to be on point with these off shots. If it goes through,
Kadiri
Kadiri
on
find
Bonobo.
one.
Adderall back onto Kadiri. Minimize, taking out the final Neon. Bao on Lou. Minimize eliminating Bao, and Buttercup taking out Minimize. It is a 2v2. Buttercup and Iceman versus Ikana and Tisoi. Let's see this happen right now. Buttercup
Last player standing.
having a bit of advantage. Iceman being taken out. Oh, Soy. Oh wait, no!
Here.
Buttercup gets the elimination to bring Buns into 11-9, back to winning ways for
Last
them.
player standing. One enemy.
Wow, that was a good round. You didn't know who was gonna win there, but Buttercup, just having a bit of quicker reaction time, manages to bring Buns to ever so closer to victory.
Yeah, huge props there towards Onab being able to just pick up the win there. Buttercup on a roll, definitely making it an 11-9 for this round. Round 21 now is already on their way. Everything's just being commenced. Again, Seaside just being barraged here. How is Kadiri gonna work well with this side?
Enemy remaining.
Oh,
Finding two.
Kadiri! And minimizes the two as well with the ult. It is only Iceman remaining to do a 1v5. That is the quickest round this map. Kadiri and Bonk and saying, whatever you can do, I can do twice as better. Wow, what a round there. That happened. Wow. Yeah, minimizes the two eliminations, and then Kadiri really quickly right after that, getting the final elimination. It was just an absolute smoke show for Bonk.
It's a really huge read there by Bonkers as well. Minimize already having a really good sense that it's going to be a really huge C site, and manages to just rip up the Hunter's Fury, managing to catch a couple, and Kadiri just doing Kadiri things. It's a slide and go, slide and head taps, working very well for them. Round 22 is now commenced. 1 round lead by Basil of Buns, but still, Lou finding the magic of Onab as well.
Yeah, Buttercup. This is not a good start for Buns so far. Being a player down while attacking is not really what you want to see, but they have decided to change from their C play, going to A now. Ikana getting alerted that his camera was destroyed, so having to bring himself back. Place down a tripwire.
Decoy. Fake teleport.
No one's gonna spot that out though, and it's gonna be a really huge push towards inside.
Oh, Adderall and Bonobo getting 2 quick eliminations to start
Spike
off.
planted.
The plant by Iceman. Lou holding that heaven there. It's whoever gets the next elimination, that team is going to fly through. And maybe a couple quick eliminations. That is Lou there, taking out Bao, putting a decoy down. Adderall and Bonobo. The ult coming through from Iceman to maybe try and take out Lou. Lou having to do a 1v3 and defuse to win this round. Ah, but no, it is Adderall again. Taking them round 22.
Match point.
12-10. Match point for Buns on the first map. This is a wonderful, wonderful start to their grand final. Hopefully a grand final win.
Oof. Thousand of Buns just 1 round away to be able to just solidify it already. Starting a good, well-rounded match in the series. Already 1 round away to getting for replicating their successes towards that January 1 win from the last time, but Bonkers still not out in this fight just yet. Just 2 more round wins, and they'll be able to just maybe trigger an overtime for them, hopefully, because we all know how intense it gets in these series as well. We are heading in towards a technical pause, however. Seems to be a little bit on possibly towards the player's side, or have to check real quick. But again, Bonkers has a chance to like really go back here and just pop through. And just basing on off the chats as well, one of the players' mouse has died on the side of Bonkers.
Ah. I see. Now, Diggsy, I do have a thought that I want to bring up with you. I feel like both sides are very attacking. They very much focus on attack. Because Bonk, when they were on attack, 6 rounds in a row. Buns, when they're on attack, 7 rounds in a row. 6-7, you know? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you're noticing a pattern throughout this first map on Haven that the attackers are taking a bit of advantage, because I feel like that's what they practice more, and that's what everyone enjoys more. No one really enjoys defense. You know, they all want to go through an attack and be the attackers. So I feel like that's what's trained more. That's where their skills lie. But then as soon as they head into defense, it's just, you know, I feel like they fall apart a little.
Yeah, if depends on the play style for like both teams, however, right? You can play the post-plant scenario if you're a very like aggressive style defensive team, or you can just 5-man stack aside and just push it off rip and get your first bloods and then go back and then play post-plant. If you're in the side of Bonkers, but again, it's just Bao's Little Buns have a lot of answers in regards to how they would want to do it, and they know the weaknesses of their comp by the looks of things. And then when it's time to play slow, it feels like very out of character as well for them. But Kadiri really keeps pushing towards A side, however, but it's just a huge push towards B side on the other side. But
yeah,
right now,
Bao immediately starting a plant, but distilled. Oh my god, distilled with the quick 2K before being taken out by Adderall. Minimize, trying to you know, give them a bit of an advantage. Bonk. It is now Bonk's advantage on B site, and the spike is sitting there, so they're gonna have to run in to grab it.
Yeah,
Iceman getting a bit of a spider sense here that someone may be trying to come through garage. But
yeah,
who is going to get who's gonna fall first?
Yeah, 4v2.
Yeah, 4v2. Bonk might be having the advantage this round, wanting to fight a little bit more for the first map win. Oh, and there it is. There's the confirmation that someone is hiding in garage. And it is Buttercup taking out Lou, and now, what is that? Minimize. Going to front area. Ooh. Can't get the shot off in time. Buttercup, Minimize, and lose round there. Iceman having to now do a 1v3 and plant in 15 seconds. I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's just going to try and save
10
the op.
seconds left.
Oh, but he might not even be able to do that. Oh, that was close. Minimize right on his tail. Oh. Will he be able to save, or will he get overwhelmed by the players here? He will, but he manages to take out Minimize before the end there.
Bonkers now has access to the op as well because of that exit frag skirmish. Yes, it was down towards a trade, but again, in the end, it's just Bonkers already have a chance to just tie it all up. Bouncing the Buns, a bit of a broken bye for them as well. Again, it's gonna be tricky on how they will want to play this all out, but it's gonna be down to getting a kill and grabbing a gun for Adderall if they want to play it all out. They do have Overdrive if they want to rip it out and use it, but so does Kadiri on that side, who's currently just finding that angle towards A side as well. We'll have to see if they picked it up. Tissoy gonna be in trouble. Has the dimensional drift being activated by Bonobo, but it's gonna be down to Tissoy and how they want to pull it up. Adderall finds Tissoy in the end.
Ooh, but the wallbang shot to take out Adderall mid-ult. Bonobo taking out Ikana. Minimize, eliminating Buttercup once again.
I'm back.
Alright, okay, let's see whether Buns is going to be able to secure first map right here, or whether we're going to have to go into overtime. There's Buns and Iceman Lou. Lou is the final remaining 1v2. Bao versus Bao and Iceman versus Lou. Will he be able to get a quick shot off? Will keep them in the game? No, they're not going to be able to. Iceman secures the first map win for Buns. Wow. After a very, very hard-fought first half, Buns losing 6 rounds in a row, then comes into attack and manages to finish off the Bonkers. Very good win for them, though. And they take the first map win on Haven. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a very huge one now. Now it's just a bit more laid-back stresses for the rest of Bao's little Buns. After taking out map 1, at least they can actually have a little bit of a breather to get it going and maybe have their work cut out for them. It's already that pressure being applied with that map 1 win. Bonkers now, it's going to be on a much trickier side. However, they're going to have to rock a reverse sweep for map 2 and map number 3 as well, if they would want to be the February champions and stop Bao's little Buns from getting a back-to-back wins essentially for 2 consecutive months.
Yeah, Bao there, look at that, 25 and 18, and then Minimize, Lou, and Kadiri taking up 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. But we can look at the match, we can look at the match stats all we want, but who do you think was the MVP that game? Just purely based on performance.
It's usually, honestly, a lot of times I'm actually impressed by how Ona played at some point. And again, and also I love to encapsulate on how well active or Adderall decided to play on pretty much on most of these rounds. Yes, it did not work well on towards that defense, but once that attack half started just launching itself and towards their favor, it was just not a lot that the side of Bonkers can do. A lot of it too was just punishing Tesoi from the defensive side as well, despite having a very solid attack half. But again, my eyes was just very locked in towards Adderall and how they just managed to just get inside. Bonobo has always just been a very consistent player as well. Iceman as well has just been a very solid with it in regards to just getting a lot of the infos and the assists that the team needed. But he is the top player in the staff for a reason. With that 10 assists and 25 kills, it's no doubt it's going to be Bao that's going to be the MVP for this match.
100%. I 100% agree with you there. I think the best elimination for that match, though, was 100% the slide Vandal headshot from Adderall. I feel like I ascended when I saw that. That was amazing. But Buns taking a 1-0 lead onto the second map. Will they be able to close it here, or are we going to have a bit more of a fight? Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a little bit of a break, but we will be back, and stay tuned for map 2 on Bind against Buns and Bonk. Thank you, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the TXG Valorant Circuit 2026 Grand Finale. What a first map to start us off. Diggsy, what can we expect from this bind map play? Do you think it's going to be very attacking again, or do you think the teams are going to have learnt their lessons a little bit and maybe try and focus a little bit more on their defense play to not get annihilated anytime they go into defense?
By the looks of things and towards bind as well, it's very easy to read on towards a defensive side. So if it's not going to be it's a lot more work definitely if you're going to be attack side. You're going to have to finesse it with the teleporter plays and how you would want to pick it off. Without the presence of a mid side, bind is definitely going to be easier to read for the defensive side as well. And fortunately for Bonkers, if they would want to get this on a roll and take it towards a map 3 and eventually be the February champions, starting on defense is going to be working well for them as well.
All right, we have agent picks now. This is always the most entertaining part of any stream. We are seeing a Reyna here from Kadiri, not going the neon that was being played beforehand. I'm a little scared because anytime I see a Reyna, I poo myself a little, I'll be honest. Because anytime I face a Reyna, it is just demolition all around. But a much different lineup than before. You know, we had the Yorus and the Sovas and everything else, but now we have Sky, Brimstone, Raze, Reyna, and Viper, and it's a completely different lineup for Bonk. Only Iceman on Sova and Adderall on Neon, and Bonobo on Yoru staying the same on Buns. Buttercup going for a deadlock pick and Bow on Brimstone.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a very solid one as well. A Brimstone would be taking a while as a really good stall for just a lot of good amount of vision blockers because of that smoke. Brimstone has one of the longest lasting smokes in game as well, so I'm not really surprised for him to be picked and towards this map and by both teams. It's going to be down to I think everyone's currently just in their comfort picks here as well. Iceman on Sova once again, Adderall, stellar performance, and Haven going to be carrying it over to towards Bind as well. Bonobo picking up that Yoru, carrying over from last map as well. Meanwhile, it's going to be down to how these teams just prep their strats. The minimize is going to be that on Sky. It's going to be one of those cases where they're going to be playing a lot on towards that post bind as well. If they're going to be picking up with that Reyna, Lu on Raze, going to be pivotal as well, and Akana going to be very deadly there on that Viper.
All right, I am excited for this. My predictions, I think Bonk will actually bring this through to make it 1-1, and I think we're going to go to a third round. That's just me, though.
We might be able to see that. It's not impossible, however, but it's just going to be down to how this pistol starts in first. But right now, I am very excited as well. We get to see the former, literally part of the championship squad of last year go up against a very powerful contender team, a very powerful challengers team as well. For the side of Bao's Little Buns, setup's now going to be coming through as well. We currently just have the Akana just picked up for this defensive side, just going to be heading into that teleporter block for that wall. Probably posted it up as well, but going to be down to Bao's Little Buns and how they would want to do it. They're currently opting it for a 2-2. Spike currently prepped up towards B side, but going to be seeing and how it all plays out. 6 seconds till pistol
it can
starts.
change very quickly. The side
Yeah.
right on. It can change very quickly. Bonk having starting off on the defensive side. Let's hope. Oh wow! Bow and Buttercup
Spike
getting 2
down,
very quick
B.
eliminations. Lu himself getting a nice 2 eliminations just for himself. Wow, very quick start there. All right, we are going to see a bit more action here. Spike is down. on B side. Bonobo, Adderall, and Iceman. Iceman's still just sitting up by A, maybe expecting someone to come by, but
Launching smoke.
keeping a look there. Maybe going for a flank through spawn side. Ikana holding that line very well. I would, oh wow, if I saw that when I turned the corner, I'd be scared. I'd be scared. Another smoke going down, really keeping that spot closed. No one's gonna walk through that unless they have knackers of steel. A couple shots going through the smoke, but nothing hitting so far. Final smoke going down, left. And it is going to be Adderall making the first move with a shock, with a nice little shock. Bonobo picking Spike up and running straight towards B with no hesitation. Yeah, they're gonna have to get that Spike off pretty quickly. No, the teleporter over to A! Oh my god, but are they gonna have enough time to plant Spike down? This is going to be this is gonna come down to the wire right now. Yes, they are. They're going to have just enough time. 3 seconds left. Lou, 3K on Adderall. Could we be seeing an ace here from the Rays player? I hope so. First ace of the tourney. Let's see.
It's gonna be a 3v2 heading towards Bath. 2v3. It's gonna be a pick in there. Bonobo finds one, finds Tissoy, but not gonna be enough for that headshot. Iceman's gonna be facing the music. Does get one on towards Lou, but not gonna be enough. It was a very close call as well. Almost broke ankles as well. Good thing for the side of Bonkers. They were just on towards that midway from that teleporter. It just gave them just enough time to just take up enough space, but it could have gone south there for the defensive side. Val's Little Buns have a decent pistol, but it's gonna be down to Bonkers and how they played up. They do have a Guardian. They do have 2 Bulldogs in their name. Ikana on the Spectre. Changing up to a Sheriff, however. Kadiri on that shotgun play. Will it work?
Adderall running in really quickly, but to be met by Minimizes Guardian very, very quickly. Yeah, Buns have started to realize, like, hold on a second, we're moving way too quickly. We're going to rotate over to A to support our teammate. Yep, full A rush right now. Buttercup in a bad position, being taken up by Kadiri, but the judge distilled 2. Oh, wow. Wow. Distilled 2 very quick headshot eliminations and Kadiri to finish it off. I'm pretty sure it was. I'm not. God, everything was just happening so quick. We will see here again. Kadiri with that judge. Yep, it is Kadiri taking out Bonobo. Final elimination. Bonk. They have locked in on their defensive side, going 2 rounds up. They're looking a lot better than they were last map on Haven. But I am still running the Bulldog, Soy, and Lou. Yuri now switching to the Vandal instead of the Judge. A full A rush, but that can obviously change very quickly as the teleporter right in mid is a very easy rotation method. But based off this, I don't think they're rotating. That is Ikana, first elimination of round 3 onto Adderall. And another one onto Bonobo. Bow taking out Lou. A quick headshot to finish his round off. Now they're all just kind of taking their time. 2 in showers, 1 coming through. Ikana keeping a hold of that site right there, but no one's really moving in. No one wants to take that chance. We might see a teleporter. Soy staying very close to it just in case he needs to make a quick escape. But it is starting to walk forward a little bit more. Distilled holding that angle. Does manage to get a shot onto Distilled. Very, like, a lot of damage onto Soy. Kadiri, Buttercup, and having their own little fight. Kadiri coming out on top.
Poison's off.
Viper keeping their, using their toxin pretty well. Minimize still holding B just in case they do want to do a rotate. That's a very smart play here from Bonk. 13 seconds left. We might come down to the time. That is another elimination for Ikana. 3K. Can it be 4 by the end of this round? We can see Kadiri. It is going to be 4. Ikana, 4K. Finishing it off with Bao and bringing Bonk to 3-0 on defensive side. This is a like I said last round, this is a lot better looking from Bonk on defense. They're playing they're not taking the chances that I thought they would. They're kind of playing like letting Buns come to them instead of them going towards Buns. You know what I mean,
Yeah,
Dixie?
yeah, it definitely. As I mentioned before, it's a very easy side to read or a very easy map to read, especially if you're going to be on the towards that defense. And it's just how you play it all out.
Oh!
And Lou with a double shot without Outlaw.
Wow, the collateral and Distilled the
Spike down A.
headshot. Bonobo getting Kadiri and Lou as well, but on half health. Distilled finishes it off for a very quick round 4. Yeah, we're gonna need to see a replay of that. That was amazing there. Oh, yeah, let's watch that again. Lou with the collateral. Oh, that is satisfying to watch. Then Distilled taking 2 out. Bonobo, he's putting up a decent fight, but cannot keep up with Distilled's amazing skill that I'm seeing right there.
There.
Yeah, picking up that right angle, Lou is just very deadly on any sniper that they currently have, especially with that Outlaw. And it's going to be another A short barrage, and they're going to be finding one. Lou finds one and dead.
Oh, and Distilled managing to get
down
another quick
A.
elimination onto Iceman. Oh, managing to catch a couple of the net. But, oh, Distilled, Lou, Adderall, and it's Akana again. Bonk sweeping the floor with Buns right now. 5-0. They are playing insanely well. Lou's first elimination with the rocket launcher, and then it was
One enemy remaining.
over from there. Distilled and Lou again. A very nice little team up between them. I'm starting to notice. You know, going Distilled going 8-0 at the very start of the game. Lou 7-4. It seems like an absolute demolition job from Bonk right now. But as we've seen before, last map, things can change ever so quickly. Lou with another quick elimination with the Outlaw onto Iceman. Damn, Lou loves that weapon. Lou loves that weapon. Oh, Distilled and Bonobo
Scout destroyed.
getting a quick glimpse of each other and falling back a little bit. Very now just kind of taking their time. What is it? Anob and Bonobo might go for a little run themselves, but do need to pick Spike back up. Being very cautious just in case Kadiri would want to get a quick shot, but not looking towards them. It's a very slow game, Ziggsy.
Well, it might be a huge one with that boom bot starting to just get a lot of information, maybe towards a short, just in case, but 39 seconds on the clock, there's not much to work with. Soy gonna be grab netted. Is it going to be enough? Gets wall bang, but not enough to get the kill.
7 HP for Adderall though. Oh, that could have been a really good ult if Bonobo didn't teleport away. Very good play from him. Oh, everything's happening right now. Minimize Bonobo and minimize again. Bonobo both on a 2K.
10 seconds left.
Adderall 7 HP in a dream. Bonobo 11 HP in a dream. There's a 2v3. I don't think they're going to be able to do it. They're not. The round's going to end, and it is going to be another round for Bonk. Bonobo teleporting away very quickly. Kadiri surviving on an absolute, like, tiniest bit of health that you could possibly imagine for another round on Bonk's defensive side. Minimize playing very well. Kadiri really putting it on.
One enemy remaining.
Wow, the spin there, bro. Check your sensitivity. My goodness.
Isolate and exterminate.
But 6-0, start of the second map. This is going really well for Bonk. This is what they wanted to see after last round. Sorry, after last map.
Yeah, Soy there, like, survived as long as they could. to be able to just delay, and then minimize just open towards like the flash out of smoke, and then it started to just be a war zone from that round. But have to see it's gonna be if it's going to be the same coming in through Minimize. Just takes up a lot of space on Garden. Gonna be punished for it though. Tommy with the kill. 3v4.
Oh, Adderall and
Down,
Adderall taking out Kadiri and Ikana wiping Bow off the score sheet. Oh, Ikana again, 3K,
Last
another.
player standing.
Oh, Ovo taking him out, and Buttercup finishing it off to bring Buns their first round win. Now it's now 6-1. Very interesting start to their game. It took a little bit to start getting into the hang of things, but I feel like Bonk still played really well, really brought it to the end. Akana, I feel like we can't ignore the performance so far. Just really unlucky there, not being able to get that kill onto Bonobo. But we have to move forward. Round 8, ladies and gentlemen, here at Bind at the TXG Valorant Circuit 2026 Grand Finale. Here we go. The drone coming through A short. Managing, oh, Adderall taking out the Raze player Lou.
Nowhere to run.
The TP being popped off, and the ult not managing to get any hits, unfortunately. But let's see what's going to happen. It seems like there's going to be a rotation onto B. They've taken their time on A, realized that nothing's really going to happen there. Yeah, full rush onto B. It is only Akana holding down B right now, but will he be able to get a couple of eliminations? I'm not too sure. Iceman is planting. Bonobo's taking out Kadiri.
Spike planted.
Akana just waiting by the smoke. Oh, very close shot from Adderall though. Almost got him through the smoke. These are very close shots going through the smoke, but let's see if the 3v5 will work out for Bonk to keep their winning run going. The blind from Minimize, Distilled, taking out Buttercup, Bonobo on Distilled, Minimize with the op, and then Adderall again, taking out Minimize. It is a 1v2.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, that is Akana. One more, but not going to be able to get it defused. I feel like it's enough time. And it isn't enough time, but does manage to get the final elimination with a wallbang headshot. But will he be able to get away? No, he won't. Just not able to. That is so unfortunate. But it is another round for Buns. No, wow, that was a good round. I like what they did there. If you noticed, Diggsy, they planted and then they ran away. You know, to be able to keep Bonk on their toes. Just like, hold on a second, where are they? The spike's right there. Where'd they go?
I mean, just after that round happened, pretty much in round number 8, it does affect Bao's Little Bun's economy a little bit, but meanwhile, on towards Bonkers, they have a lot to work with in regards to guns and ammunition, and towards that shields. Well, currently, it's going to be tricky to find out how they would want to pull it out, pull it off, Minimize. Opting for that flash. Does have Seekers online, though, for that ultimate, just to get more information on what they currently have. But little do they know that Minimize might be able to opt in for another flash here to be spent on towards long side. That would be a huge one if it's going to be committed. Kadiri with that swing, and that's a one for Bonobo.
Kadiri and Bao getting the first 2 eliminations. Minimize and Bonobo getting out of the game. Going to go have a drink of water, most likely. Kadiri onto Bao. Very quick headshot from the Reina. But it seems that there is more, all the players are more so spread out. 2 on A, 2 on B for Bonk. Kadiri again, that's the 3K.
Take flight.
Now the rotation might need to happen from the next 2 Bonk players back over to A, and that is what's going to be happening.
One enemy remaining.
Ikana, 1 elimination, and that's 2 eliminations. That is another round for Bonk, getting them back into winning ways. That's the smoke there from Akana. Wow, 14-1 from Akana. What a game he's having so far. Wow,
Yeah,
the Buns just their strategy got kind of exposed there, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot for a defensive side to just work with when you currently just have a Yoru and a Neon.
Revealing area.
A little bit easier to read with the elimination of the spots. Because ultimately,
Ooh,
this
Adderall.
tap, and you'll be able to see that Adderall has a lot to work with that overdrive. Double kill already. And now
Kadiri, though,
gets an elimination of her own.
Spike planted.
Yeah, Kadiri trying to level the playing field a little bit more. Oh, but Kadiri just not able to continue on. Bonobo finishing their round early. Spike has been planted. A nice little flash, but Iceman taking out Minimize pretty quickly as well there with the Barrett. Ooh, a nice shot there from Distilled to Adderall. Oh, but isn't going to be able to do anything. Bonobo bringing Buns their 3rd round win.
I don't care if
We do have a couple rounds remaining, but this is looking like because even the rounds that Bonk loses, they still play really well.
Yeah, and it really shows with the economy that they currently have at the moment. And it's now currently just round number 11, and right now they still have a full arsenal in their disposal as well. But not going to be enough to lose this round, though, because coming towards the final round and a half, they're going to be rocking an eco buy if they don't win this one. So this is definitely a bonkers round that they need to win. And Kadiri, really interesting spot that they currently just picked out of. Ended up being inserted towards the cubby, towards B-side fountain, but Lou finding Adderall in towards that shot.
Oh,
in there, taking down Mikana. It's actually a 4v4. Dimensional Drift being activated by Bonobo as well. That's a lot of info.
yeah, it was a very good play there from Bonobo with the decoy. Oh, but the knife pull, that you hate to see that when you pull out your knife and then someone appears right afterwards. Buttercup taking out. Oh, but it's Bao and Iceman taking out Lou and Distilled. Oh, Iceman! The quick switcheroo with the Barrett for a nice headshot. Buns,
Last round
their
in the
4th
half.
round. Very good round from them. That's 2 rounds in a row for them again. Yeah, we get a replay here. Very unfortunate play there with Kadiri. You hate to see that happen. Yeah, Bao and Iceman having a nice little partnership to finish off that round. Iceman playing decent that last round, but hasn't really been showing it at the start of this game so far. Only going 4-9, but you know, the stats don't show anything. It's how you play. It's especially as playing as a solo. It's how you support your team with your gadgets and everything else like that.
Triple off scenario being activated here by Bowser Buns. We'll see if it works. Hunter's Fury being activated towards B side as well. No one's gonna get tagged just yet, but how are you gonna be playing triple up and towards this attacker's side when Bonker's setup is currently just very ironclad at the moment? No commitments. They're just rocking their angles as they should. They're currently rocking a little bit of an interesting buy here in towards the guns that they picked out. Kadiri does have a Sheriff. Tasoy does have a Guardian as well, but it is the short showers coming through. Ikana gonna be packed up by the net there as well. But we might be in for a fight here. Reflection in through as well. Mystical is going to be a bloodbath.
Oh, Minimize getting the first elimination. Adderall on Minimize. Lou on Bonobo. Buttercup on Lou again. It is so even. Oh, Adderall on Distilled. It is a 2v3 going Bonk's way. Bonk only on 2 left. Adderall planting now. The Sheriff play from Ikana. Oh, the Sheriff not able to pull through just yet. We do have Kadiri here with the Sheriff wanting to maybe just move through. Very close game here. Kadiri can still win this round for his team, managing to get the tag off with the Sheriff. Mag dumps. Bao only on 33 HP. Both sitting on the right side, so Kadiri turns that corner. He will face a very certain death. That was so close. What are we going to see? Adderall. We're going to see Adderall taking out Kadiri for a nice 3K and another round for Buns. The map 1 winners really fighting just to end this early. Wanting to get that 2-0 more than anything. Very, very good play from Adderall on Neon.
Planted.
That's what you love to
Player
see, but
standing.
the Sheriff just not coming in play as much as Akana would have hoped for. And it is another good round for Buns. Bonk is getting pretty unlucky, I'd say, with how that turned out.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate side, but in the end, Bun's still managing it to get into a 7-5, which is a very decent run as an attacker on a very heavy defensive sided map. But it's not going to be down to how Bonkers play this all out. Bind has been out for ages, and if it's it's already very solid on how you would want to play it all out here. Attack side is no stranger as well. You see
Ooh,
Kajiri pop up
Smoke's down.
the Lear
Ikana
and
does-
Ikana getting and one on towards Adderall as well.
Ooh.
Lou finding in the Brimstone as well.
Yeah, Distilled
Spike
managed to get a
planted.
quick little plant off.
You're done.
Oh, Bonobo, very nice headshot onto Akana. Kadiri taking out Buttercup. It is now a
Last player
3v4.
standing.
It is now a 1v4. Iceman, last man standing. 3v1. Ooh, just not able to get a wallbang like he was hoping, maybe. Oh, flashes himself. Iceman. You will not be able to get that
Not
spike.
ready.
It is probably better just to save your ghost, good sir. Oh, maybe wanting to just get another elimination. Nope, it is Lou behind, and that is another round win for Bonk. They go 8-5, their first round as attackers. We have seen last map, that Bonk play really, really well on attack. Buns less so on defense. So we might see a sweep through with Bonk here, because this is their playing ground, this is their field, and they're gonna make it known to Buns that they are here to win. They're not here just for the vibes.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. Definitely the lack of Zaza and Cece in
Smoke's
Bonk's
down.
team composition is like non-existent at this point. But again, minimize having that Guardian in their sights at the moment, already pushing through, already starting to find sight, making Buns' life much more harder towards this defense. Bonobo starting to get a lot of shots, but nothing coming through. Bao's the first one dead.
Yeah, Kadiri having to face against 3 different people. Adderall with the Barrett managed to get a quick elimination. They're playing pretty well. Oh, falling for the decoy. Adderall sliding on
enemy
through, but
remaining.
Lewin minimized. Lou again at Buttercup. It is now a 2v1. What can we see here? Yep, that is going to be it. It is another elimination for Ikana onto Anob.
We know what we're doing. Trust each
Did I
other.
pronounce that
and
name
we'll
right?
be
Anob?
Oh no, pretty much.
Onob, there we go. Thank you. Ikana very much
Go, go, go.
showing why he can lead this
I'm
Bonk
outta here.
team. They go 9-5, going into round 15. It is looking a bit more even now with the buys. The economy is looking a lot better. Ikana only going for a Guardian and small shields. Might just be trying to save some points, maybe for an operator later on. But Buns going all Vandals except for Iceman, who is deciding to run
Yeah.
with a Phantom. Bonobo kind of backing off a little bit as Bonk runs straight through. There is no hesitation from them. Oh, that's minimized down. Bonobo. Oh, good damage. Kadiri falling and
enemy
Bonobo as
remaining.
well. Bonobo
Spike down
again.
A.
Bonk have just absolutely fell here. It was that Sova ult that just made them fall. Oh wait, but never mind. Wait, something might happen here. Ikana, the 1v3. Can we see something? No, it is going to be Onob who brings Buns to a sixth round win. Ikana though, wanting to be a hero there at the very end, giving the team hope for maybe an ace play, but very good round from Buns. They used their utilities so perfectly, and that Sova ult just was the icing on top. You know, getting decent damage all around and just letting
Try not
Buns
to
run
die.
through. Very nice.
Got
very nice
a
indeed.
lot of players now are very activated towards this B side. It's another bloodbath here.
Kadiri and Bao getting onto the kill sheet very early on in the first 10 seconds of the round. Bonobo taking a little bit of damage. Ikana falling to Bao. Let's see how the Bonk team plays without their top player this map. It is Bao and Minimize about to come in contact with each other. Once this smoke falls, it is going to be a bloodbath in that room, I can tell.
Launching smoke.
Okay.
Oh, but
up
the
here.
smoke was not useful. Minimize getting the elimination and now holds Kevin. Bonobo using the ult just to get a little bit of space and some intel on who's running through. It is Kadiri, Soy, and Minimize all coming through now. Maybe trying to get a wallbang from Iceman, but nothing happening there. Minimize taking out Buttercup for a nice little meal.
Last player standing.
Oh, Minimize again for the 3K. Oh, but Iceman, a nice headshot up into heaven. But that's going to be it. Distilled, bringing Bonk to double digits. 10-6. Round 16 goes to Bonk. And to show off a pretty decent run of form, you know, Buns had that 3-round win streak where they were feeling pretty confident. And then I feel like Bonk has now just kind of gotten back into form on this attacking run. But
yeah,
this is a very good, it's a good half as well from Buns. They're wanting to bring themselves back into this to hope for that 2-0. Maybe bring it to overtime if they can later on. That is near the entire Bonk team going down the B long side. What might happen here? Willie. Oh. Okay, Iceman getting a little bit of a nick on his shoulder. All the bells and whistles being pulled out. The teleport though to waste the Raze ult with Lou. Distilled getting a plant down to bring Buns to a time game. They're gonna have to move fast. Kadiri first elimination. Adderall, Ikana, Iceman, Bonobo. It is now a
one enemy remaining.
Oh, Bonobo again, wallbang, headshot. Ikana bringing his team back into it, but not able to finish through. Bonobo 3K bringing Buns to 7 rounds won. Now only 3 rounds behind Bonk. Can they bring it back to make it even and maybe come away with a 2-0 win?
Yeah, it's just 3 rounds away to be able to just lock it in, but again, Bao's Little Buns still all having opting in for a lot of good fights now. Already making use of what that map has to offer for them. It is a bit of a tricky slot because Kadiri is currently just on Reyna at the moment, and it just makes every execute that bonkers that they're currently launching towards these sites just very predictable, very readable at this point. But again, it's in a very heavy site.
Oh, Lou! Whoa! Iceman and Buttercup. Buttercup again, minimized. Now last man standing. It is another round win for Buns. That was so quick. We started to see... wow, that... Iceman and...
The fight demands it.
Wait, hold on. Wow, I don't even know. I'm going to need to see a replay there. Let's... because I'm curious. That was a very good round for Buns, bringing them to 8 rounds. But it was so quick, you barely even got a time to blink. You blink and you miss it. I feel like that's that round there is the definition of that saying. But we are going to be heading into round 19. Bonobo playing pretty well for Buns.
There they are.
Oh, yeah, there they are. They see that they have decided to go onto A. Well, majority of them anyways.
Gotta go.
Adderall just getting a bit of space, maybe going for a different look. The dog coming out. Yep, there it goes. Oh, Kadiri falling for the ultimate. What's Lou? Oh, Buttercup takes out Lou with a very quick one-shot headshot. Ikana, Adderall, minimize. distilled. It is now a 2v2. Bonobo and Iceman trying to hold down the fort for Buns. Minimize and Soy. Soy does manage to get the plant down. What is Iceman going to get from there? Absolutely nothing. Minimize, not on the most amount of health. Going to have to play smart.
Enemy remaining.
Nope, it is Iceman, wallbang headshot. It is Soy left for the 1v2. Bonobo, he's not going to be able to see him. He's going to turn that corner. Ooh, just missing out on an elimination. Bonk, though, just having to hold out time. But no, it's not going to happen. Buns is going to go to 9 rounds. It's going 10-9 for Buns. What a win there. That was a very intense... It could have gone either way. Soy just got pushed into the corner and was not able to do anything after that. The initial ult to take Theory out of the game, then Buttercup with a nice elimination onto Lou, and then it was Akana, Adderall, minimized, and it was just a bloodbath from there. Iceman, just getting a very quick elimination onto Minimize, taking them out of the game. Minimize has been a bit of a threat as the Australian Sky agent. But we can let's see if Bonk is able to follow through with their promise of wanting to win this. We're gonna have to see that they really want it this round. It's gonna be a bit of a slower start. They're not gonna rush in like they have previous rounds. Ikana playing a bit of chicken here with Adderall. Maybe just waiting for a little bit. Lou going for the rotate around to B. Yep, the whole team is now rotating. Majority is on A site defending there. All their utils are set up there. Yep, that first shot goes off from Minimize. Oh, and here we go. The fight has begun. Lou on Iceman. Bonobo. Lou. Bonobo. Oh my goodness. Minimize and just still being taken out by Bonobo. But Ikana bringing it back onto, you know, more so level terms. It is a 2v3 Bonk's way.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, and that's another bow. Oh, but Ikana. Here we go.
Enemy remaining.
This is what we want to see. Ikana. One more. Buttercup is right there waiting, going through the smoke. And down it comes. It is going to come to a very quick one shot. Takes all. The defusal. And that's not going to be it. He misses the headshot. Ikana. Wow. Buttercup with the clutch win to bring it to level terms. 10-10. Oh my goodness, what have I just seen there? Ikana, no! That is so unfortunate. Yep, Bonobo getting a very good start to the round. Ikana then taking him out, making sure he doesn't cause any more trouble. And then, yep, there goes Bow, there goes Adderall. And just missing out on the headshot. That is so unfortunate. You hate to see it. But you gotta respect Buttercup's reaction time to be able to get the elimination. Ikana not having the most amount of health going into that fight, which is so unfortunate. With a little bit more health, maybe he could have won that for them. But it is now even Stevens. What are we going to see? Is Buns going to take it away 2-0? Or is Bonk going to put up more of a fight to bring it 1-1 for the decider map on Abyss? A couple shots being fired early on. All utils being put onto A. They're not expecting the B push again. They're prioritizing less the B. Oh, but Bonobo getting a bit of intel, letting them know, hey, everyone is here. Oh, Minimize taking a bit of damage from Iceman. Like half health, 45 health from Minimize. Very good ult. Bonobo taking a little bit of damage. First little area. Adderall. Minimize is gone.
No escape.
Oh, a full push. Adderall again onto Soy. Oh, Ikana gone from Bow. The shotgun comes through. It's Buttercup. And it's Kadiri. No, it is Lou. Lou and Bonobo final fight. This is wow. But now Buns are in the lead for the first time in this map. What is that? That is a massive win streak that they have right now. Adderall and Bow. Buttercup getting in on the score sheet as well. but Bonobo finishing it off. That is a 5-round win streak to bring Buns into the lead. Bonk, it might need to have a little talk with themselves and see what is going to be happening. Like, what has happened? You guys are gonna attack. Let's go. Come on. Their strategy might be getting a bit exposed here by Buns.
No surprises.
It's going to be a very quick start onto B. They realize, yep, slow is not our game. We're going to go straight forward. The ult. Is he going to be able to do anything with it? He's just going to have to shoot it into the abyss. No, he doesn't even manage to get it off. Adderall and Buttercup getting the first 2 eliminations. Soy onto Buttercup. Ooh, that was a close one right there. All right, it is a 3v4.
Smoke's down.
Minimize Soy and Kadiri having to lock in. The drone comes through, getting a bit of intel. The spike does go down, so now Buns are on a bit of a time limit, so they're going to have to run through. Adderall is going to have to... Oh, no, but the decoy comes through. He's spraying. Oh, Minimize! Minimize! Oh, my goodness. The 3K from Minimize. Iceman hoping to bring it back, but then Soy finishing it off to make it 11-11. This is Valorant right here. Bonk ending the 5-round win streak. Wow, Dixie. What has just happened?
A lot of cross coming in towards that spawn side as well. Post-plant scenario just been activated, and then that you can see from the cross, from the top view as well. And it's just going to be Tesoy picking up the slots there for the rest of the squad to just fall to pieces for the rest of Bao's Buns squad. But right now, it is going to be a very much more tighter game now that Bao's and the Buns just got caught with a lot of those scenarios coming through, but Bonkers already just taking it time by time, taking a little bit slow. But again, wall's going to be coming down by Ikana, coming in from that side as well. Wall's down, and that's going to be down to Minimize versus Onob on towards that garden side. He's going to be winning in towards this side. It's going to be a very tricky one here.
Oh, Lou taking out Onob. First elimination of round 23, ladies and gentlemen. Lou taking the high ground. Oh, getting ahead. Oh, getting a nice little peek there onto Iceman. Adderall taking out Ikana. It is going to be Bao as well taking out Lou. It is a 3v2. But the spike does go down. Soy again bringing Buns into a time limit. They're going to have to move pretty quickly if they want a chance of going back into the lead. Oh, not checking the corner. Kadiri onto Bonobo. And then it's going to be, oh, almost a quick flick onto Bao's head. Nope, he's going to have to move back. I think he's like, yeah, nah, I'm not dealing with that. I'm going to save. You guys can have round 12. But no, Kadiri is chasing him down. He does not want him to save. That is a nice Vandal, and he wants it.
Yeah, by the looks of things, it's going to be a Looney Tunes chase here. Care of Bao, care of the rest of the squad of Bonkers.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait, here though, but Minimize. Oh! Oh! That's
Match
it.
point.
Come on, squad. Gotta play that whistle.
12-11. Bonk side. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the TXG Valorant circuit. Bonkers now sitting at a 12-11 lead, match point on going into round 24. Can they follow through? Can they finish
and break it?
Can they get a 3rd round win in a row to bring it to 1-1 and to go to a decider map? Here we go. Slow start here from Bonk. They're not moving. They're waiting. They're thinking that Buns is going to push forward a bit more. B side is now the more defended side, but A side still has all the utils there, just in case. Spike has been dropped from Kadiri. Maybe wanting to grab it back once, like if a rotate is needed. Very, very slow indeed. I feel like Bonk should just kind of run through because that is what they're best at.
I have the spike. Poison's
I
off.
have a chance to pop in as well. It is Lou that's currently just being parked up towards Bath side as well. They are putting up some like danger pings and towards B side as well, and where they need to watch out. but they're going to be running the clock here down to the last 30 seconds, and it's just going to be a full-on boost to aim for that post plant. We'll have to see. That might be the game plan here towards a short, but it's gonna be down to the wire
30
here.
seconds
Mystical.
left.
30 seconds. Being
Yep.
activated.
Here we go.
Activated.
But Bao gets the first elimination of round 24 right now, bringing Buns into a bit more of an advantage. Bao does take a bit of a beating though. 63 health. Here comes Distilled. Oh, but here comes the ult, not able to get it. Buttercup and Bao again. It is not. They're not going to have time to plant. Distilled, Adderall. Oh, we are going to overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Buns bringing it through with an absolute demolition job on that round. The ults, the abilities, everything was working out in their favor, stopping the plant from Soy. Bonkers are now back on defense. They were playing really well on defense beforehand. Let's see if they can follow it through. They just need 2 rounds. Both sides just need 2 rounds to win this. Is it going to be Buns taking it away? Or are we going to Abyss, ladies and gentlemen? I love this game. Oh, what do you think is going to happen, Diggsy? Come on.
A lot of spots going into Bonker's side, forward towards A, but a lot of like things coming in for the side of Bowser Buns to just like execute towards B. So the weak side's gonna be attacked here, but we've seen it before towards the first half. How defensive side has always just been favorable for the rest of Bonker's squad.
Revealing area.
Now it's just going to be pretty much a very huge slow game here. Adderall does have the op until Kadiri takes it out on the headshot. That's the off gone. And another dink as well for the Reyna.
Iceman getting a bit of a dink there onto Kadiri, bringing them down to 13 HP. That's not what you want to see, especially when you don't have a healer. Kadiri does need to get an elimination to get that healing factor back in. Peaceful, Bonobo and Ikana having their own little spout here. Iceman's still waiting by that entrance area. It's a slow run-in from Buns. What can we see from them? Onob holding on to A site, not having the spike, maybe just wanting to bring a bit of attention over. Here we go, Ikana onto Bonobo. That's another elimination for him today.
30 seconds left.
That is the second elimination of this round. Bonk's way. Blue taking out Onob. It is a 5v2. It seems that Bonk might be able to come away with this round.
One enemy remaining.
Here it goes into heaven. Minimize on Bao. Now it's only Iceman. Lou brings it to Bonk. 13-12. One more round, ladies and gentlemen. Switching sides. Bonk now on the attack. They played well on both sides, but Buns does have a little bit of an advantage on the defensive side. They have been playing very well there. Both sides now only really playing well when they're on defense. It is crazy how it switches up like that from map to map. But I feel like Bonk is going to be able to bring this away for a 1-1 finish. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. This is peak. This is hype. Hype up.
Again,
Let's go.
5v5 straight away. Getting a space as much as they could here for the side of Bonkers. Just spread out real quick. But again, if we've seen the previous half before, Buns have really good reads on how they would want to push up towards Fountain side of B. And again, it's going to be tricky. But right now, Spikes is just being carried over towards this B side. Again, both of the duelists are currently there. Might be the spot that they want to choose out. Minimize going in for that fake bird towards a short as well, keeping Bao's Buns currently just intact on towards that 3 side there. But Scout's now going to be coming through towards that long side, pushing Bonobo back towards Garden. But guess who's inserted here?
Oh, that's Ikana first elimination. Bonobo taking out Ikana. Oh, and then another one, but Soy managing to take him out before he can do any more damage. And then Onob getting another elimination. Is only Soy and Kadiri left on Bonk's side. It is Kadiri down. Bao takes them out. And it is round 27 going to round 26. Sorry, going to Buns.
Switching sides.
13-13. Here we go again. Switching sides again. Bonk on defense. Here we go. Akana getting a good start there, but Bonobo really putting a dent into Bonk's hopes there for that round.
Enemy remaining.
And then the double spray here from Bao and Iceman. And it was just over for Soy at that point. It was nearly an unwinnable situation there. If you have two people spraying at you, you can just kiss that round goodbye. Here we go. Bonk now on defense. Buns taking a bit more of a straightforward approach with the drone. Wanting to get a bit of data first. Not really seeing anyone except for Lou there. Oh, here we go. A couple of sprays into the line of sight. Adderall onto Distilled with the judge. Minimize! A nice headshot onto Bao. Alright, Onob maybe wanting to like put a bit more pressure onto the Bonk side. The entire Buns team now on site. Not able to get the plants off due to a nice grenade throw from Lou. No wall banks happening here. We need to wait a little more for something to happen. Bonobo getting blinded. Here goes Akana getting an elimination on Onob. And then Lou onto Bonobo. Here we go, Akana again. Onto Iceman. There's one left. Adderall, then Neon, full health.
Scout destroyed.
Full health and a dream. Here we go. 3v1. What can Adderall do? Taking a bit of damage first up, but just Akana not able to finish off the job. Being trapped there on both sides, and there it is. It is Akana with a 3K. 14-13 to Bonk, round 27. Going over to Bonk's side. Here we go, another switching sides. Bonk just needs to bring this one home on the attacking play. What works? Well, Diggsy, let me ask you one thing. Do you think Bonk should rush in like they have done before when they've just gone all guns blazing and caught Buns by surprise?
It worked for them the last time. I don't see why it wouldn't work this time, but keep in mind, it's a very predictable map for the side of Bind. You can be able to just work your way up into being unpredictable by using that a lot of sides on how do you want to pick out teleports. That's why a lot of the teams that usually play this map would actually have priority towards long, but Onob fighting on towards Lou. That's a duelist that you don't want to lose.
Yeah, Lou has been playing exceptionally well this entire game so far. But Onob getting the nice, like, bit of the arm there on a wallbang. Oh, that is so unlucky having to take down that barrier. But here we go. Bonk now moving down B long. 3-stack here. Minimize, Kadiri, and Soy. All going down. Akana taking his time against Bonobo here. Oh, Minimize getting a bit of a... Yep, Scout's destroyed, but does no. Bonobo taking out Soy very quickly. And Bonobo again on Akana. Here we go. What's Bonobo going to do? Minimize! Taking him out very... Oh, nice. All right. Oh, but Onob bringing Minimize's game to an end. And that is another round win. Round 28 goes to Buns. Round 14-14. We're going to be switching sides again. Overtime is not over. Bonk back on defense. What can they do here? Come on, guys. Either one needs to win. 14-14. You just need to get 2 more rounds, guys. That's all you need. 2 more rounds. Both sides going neck and neck at each other, bar for bar. Wow, you cannot separate these two, can you?
They've been wanting to start this game as soon as it can, just to end it nice and quick. But the score line says otherwise. 14-14 is criminal for a game currently, and with these caliber teams, you cannot blame it all. Onob starting on the kill towards Kadiri.
Kadiri is not someone you want to lose either. Everyone is valuable. Oh, but the decoy from Bonobo taking out Akana. Lou though, Adderall. Lou though on Adderall. Lou again on Mal. Buttercup with Bonobo. Oh, here we go. Distilled. Oh, but there it is. Yep, that's it. Yep, go on. There we go. That's unfortunate there. Soy almost with the clutch play. to bring Bonk into the lead, but here we go. Buns now into an overtime lead. Just needs one more. 15-14. Bonk back on attackers. Oh, I am shocked at what is happening. I haven't seen an overtime go this long since like August last year.
Bao's Little Buns was able to shut down the stronger side of Bonkers. That's the caveat will be that's the caveat that we've seen at the moment. So it's now going to be down to Bao's Little Buns and how they will want to play this defensive round out.
I'm out of here.
Again, Adderall, a lot of space in towards B side long, finding where Icon is going to be starting to lurk, but will it work though? It is the stronger side. It is where the three-man currently are. Meanwhile, Lou.
Here we go. Minimize onto Adderall. Here we go. All right, round started. Bao with 2 quick eliminations on minimizing Kadiri. Iceman taking out Soy. It is a 2v4. Lou and Akana, 2 very strong players though, so I do not doubt their ability to maybe clutch this up. Oh, almost a shot there. That could have been a very nice elimination. Shooting through the smoke, but nothing really happening. Smoke is going to go down. Bonobo keeping that sight there. Here comes Lou though. Lou from the back end, but Onov is holding that sight. There it is. Here we go. This is it. Akana needs to get 4 eliminations to bring his side back into this. What can we see? Here we go. Akana getting 1 elimination. 30 seconds remaining for
30
Bonk.
seconds left.
30 seconds left for Bonk's dreams at a title. Here in the grand finale, turning the corner. What are we going to see? Is it going to be Iceman first? 17 seconds. Oh, he's going to turn the corner, and that's going to be
Defenders
it.
win.
Bonk are your TXG Valorant Circuit 2026 champions. 2-0 victory with a very convincing final round. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. They have won it. They have earned their Centrelink payment. Let's go.
Bao's Little Buns going in for the back-to-back. They've won January. They've also run it back to win this month's cup as well. You can bring the champions back in, but you can contest it all. For Bao's Little Buns, they managed to be able to just shut everything down. Yes, it went down to the wire map 2, but again, it was such a nail-biter of a series so far, particularly the second map.
Yeah, it was. Oh, I was shaking my boots. I'm a little sad. Akana playing so well, 31-19, as we can see there. That is an MVP performance if I've ever seen one. But Bonobo just constantly putting that pressure onto the Bonk team, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Buns, the January champions, are now the February champions, back to back, bar for bar once again. Bonk, really putting up a fight. You can't blame them. I can imagine that fatigue was starting to get in, maybe a bit of headaches from playing for so long. But that's, Buns coming away, not having much trouble near the end there. The final 2 rounds, it was more of a sweeping stake there. But Diggsy. What can we say about that final map right there? Who did you think was in control majority of the time?
Again, it's going to be pretty much a quick one, because Bind was pretty much a map where defensive side for Bonkers was just very, very strong. The only asterisk that I have for them was essentially that attack. Kadiri on that Reyna did not work well in towards that end, constantly being punished. As soon as the Leer has been put out, it's always just going to be snuffed out for a lot of reasons as well. Pretty much Bao's Little Buns just had the read, and wherever they're going to be attacking, it's always going to be where the 3-man stack is. And again, you can't really do much about that if you're going to be popped in as well. With the lack of mid sight that Bind currently has, it was very difficult to get some first blood shots in, especially with Bonkers team comp. So again, you can just play defense side as well as you could, but and this was the witness towards it, if you do not have a strong attack side, that lead that you've worked so hard to grab for is just gonna slip away. Case in point, map number 2.
Exactly. Now, before we finish up and wrap up, I have one very quick question for you. Who was your grand finals MVP?
Oh, it's down pack. It's just going to be Bonobo straight away. They managed to just play the team comps well that they pulled out of, whether it's just going to be attack or defense. As an anchor, Onob is just that guy in regards to playing that defensive side. But again, despite losing a lot of those rounds, whether it's going to be attack or defense, look, Ikana just has the reads on how they would want to learn. Again, the like they've got Viper down pack, and despite playing incredibly well, unfortunately, it's just the rest of the cast was just not being able to pull it all off. Minimize always going to be a very solid initiator for the side of Bonkers as well, but Adderall just knows when to swing. The Brimstone always working well for both teams, but in the end, it is just gonna be Bal's Little Bun's game that played it all out. Whether it's gonna be the map or just gonna be the strats or just gonna be, despite actually having like a good sense of like some of these rounds that just started becoming chaotic, Bal's Little Buns just have the angles to just carry it all out. So in the end, it's just their series to win, pretty much.
Yeah, I honestly, Viper, my boy, I had to say that's my that's my MVP. I can appreciate the Bonobo pick, but ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mystical. My co-caster, wonderful co-caster Diggsy. We have brought to you the TXG Valorant Circuit 2026 February Cup and the winners, Buns. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful rest of your night, and we will see you all next time. Thank you so much.